Hey y'all, welcome to the first episode of This Week in Music with Ted. So, I'm starting off a new series. Every week, I'm going to talk about stuff that has happened throughout the week, starting off with one of the most eventful weeks this year in hip hop and rap in general. So, as you can probably tell, that's my favorite genre of music. I will speak on other things as well, but this first episode is basically going to be all about rap albums that have dropped recently, recent rap, things that have been spoken about within the genre and things of that nature. So the first things first, though, we're gonna get to our song of the week. I had three different candidates for this, so I'm gonna tell you the two that didn't win, but then leave the winner for last, of course. So my runner-ups was "Small Worlds" by Mac Miller off of Swimming. Rest in peace to a legend. That album is amazing, one of my favorites of all time. And another runner-up from someone who also is one of my favorite artists ever, "Shattered Dreams" by Earl Sweatshirt off of Some Rap Songs. That's one of the most pivotal albums when it comes to my music taste, especially within the rap hip hop genre. It's something that's really grown on me throughout time because when I first heard it, I was expecting something more like Doris or I don't know, like I don't like shit, I don't go outside. Like I was expecting something like that, but it was much more of like a raw, productive, like very sad album, low key. If you re-listen to that with the connotations that I just said, you're gonna realize how really like down that album is. I'm happy to see him in a better place, but Von Dyer was fire though. I'm not even gonna act like he make bad music now. But the winner was "Comfortable" by Lil Wayne. And the reason why "Comfortable" by Lil Wayne won is because I had a recent revelation in my mind that Lil Wayne and Kanye did not work together enough for my liking, especially when it came with Kanye production on a Lil Wayne song. Like this is a Kanye produced song. Just listen to the beauty of it. It's just a beautiful song to listen to hear. And it's a song I've been addicted to for the last week. So if you've never heard it before, I believe it's on the Carter 2, I think. Let me look it up. But yeah, it's one of my favorite songs on that album, and it's one of my favorite Wayne albums. You can't see it. I got my favorite Wayne album in the corner right there. Shout out Doom. Shout out Kendrick. That's Kendrick, even though my light's shining too bright for you to see that. But yeah, man. Wayne is probably my favorite artist of all time. Kanye is also my favorite. I'd say Wayne's my favorite rapper. Kanye is my favorite artist because Kanye is such a productive like he's a production master. He's a juggernaut at everything when it comes to making music. But yeah, let me see it. I think it's the Carter too. Let me see. Where is it? Fuck. No, Money on My Mind's on the Carter too. One of my favorites. It's on Carter 3. It's with Babyface. Yeah, that's the song of the day, song of the week, more like. So if you never heard that before, I really recommend it. But let's get straight into the news that's happened this week. It's been a very crazy week because of one man. I mentioned him already, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar dropped a new album called GNX. It was barely promoted. He dropped a video for something. I don't even think that song was on the album. No, he dropped the video for GNX, and then 5 minutes later, the whole album drops. I promise you, this man doesn't give a fuck about nothing. Like the way that he does things, the way that he evaluates, and the way that he just like doesn't give a fuck about strategically promoting or anything like that. He just drops. It's so creative and different in rap because there's so many people who spend like months promoting an album, and sometimes it even drop ASAP Rocky. But but like you really have to appreciate the fact that he's like, my fans are gonna attach to this, they're gonna like this, they're gonna listen to it, and they're gonna really enjoy what they're listening to. So I don't have to promote it, which is exactly what happened. I think he's on pace to sell 330K, which is insane for someone who didn't promote it at all. The album's only 12 songs, 44 minutes is a quick hitter. There's so many songs I want to talk about, but let's just keep it short and sweet with some of my favorites. The Heart Part 6. I love that he didn't name it something else. Name that shit The Heart Part 6 because that's the real Heart Part 6. No diss to Drake, by the way. I just think that diss song sucked ass, and The Heart Part 6 deserves a really good song because the hearts are such a pivotal parts of Kendrick Lamar's discography. But yeah, it's a great song. I love the sample in it. I love the features. It's like an amazing storytelling song on the album. It doesn't have much of it other than In Gloria, where he's talking about his pen. But I also think he masked some of it with things that he's talking about his wife and shit for. And also, Luther isn't really the most. Luther isn't the. I'd say Luther's the least thoughtful song on the album. I'm saying like it's not even like he's going crazy lyrically or anything like that. They just mashed up three things that I love. I love Luther Vandross. I'm getting a lot more interested in his catalog, and it's very, very like very, very interesting to me. I love SZA's music. I've loved her music since she dropped Control 2017. I remember, and obviously I love Kendrick. I have two posters of the guy in my room. So like matching those three things together, of course, it's always gonna hit for me, and it's my favorite song off the album so far. And the way that Luther fucking they just use Luther's voice as in like I don't even know like an ad lib. They use the I as an ad lib so many times. It just works too well. So I can't be like calm when I listen to that song. I have to enjoy it because it's a beautiful song that he made right there. Gloria is also pretty underrated off that album. I think he did very well there portraying what he was speaking on. But of course, the one that everyone is talking about is TV Off because it has the most iconic line in it. And it's also just a beautiful song. I think every song on this album is amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite Kendrick projects. Right now, it is battling Damn for like three or four. I think Mr. Morale is very underrated, though. Other than that, though, something else that transpired this week was the corniest shit in rap ever. Drake got a lawsuit on UMG and I believe Spotify because because he thinks that they were bumping up Kendrick's streams while bringing his down, which by the way doesn't make any sense. If you're in a beef, let's say you're a business, you're UMG or you're Spotify, you see Drake in a beef. Why would you go against him if he is the biggest streaming giant in rap currently? Like that makes no sense. It's an idiotic lawsuit that's not gonna get any grounds or do anything. It's just a funny thing that he did that's sad. Because if you were a Drake fan, I'm sorry. That is just a sad way to go. Saying that he gets botted streams, but then you see everyone listening to his music in different countries, not even understanding the language, just understanding the groove and sound. You're a cornball. And it's okay. You can be a cornball, but just don't come here acting like you're anything else. You lost the beef and now you're losing even more. It's a sad thing to see. It was very funny to see that they had NFR in the NFR podcast and the fucking lawsuit. That's hilarious, bro. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, I'm not trying to go on a big rant about it because I don't think it's really that important. Drake's just doing some shit. I guess he was trying to take the attention away from Kendrick. He also went on, for some reason, he went on XQC stream. I don't know what they were doing because I don't watch that nonsense, but he was talking like, oh yeah, you gotta hit me with real bullets to get me down. I'm still standing. While he's on the stream drinking and like I think they were gambling. Like, bro, this is not the way you want your favorite artist to act after losing. You want them to get in the booth. And he announced the album with PNB. I expected a lot be a lot more R&B based, which it should be. If it's not, he's fucking up. And I'm excited for that because I'm a fan of PND. And I really do think that him and Drake make good songs together because they're both pretty harmonically good. Like they have good melodies together. But if he's gonna come on there rapping, I don't know because that's just not the type tip that PND's ever been on. Anyway, on to the next thing. It wasn't really this week, but I think it's been 2 weeks since this has dropped, or probably even longer now. Wait, when did it drop? Let me look up. Let me look it up. It's probably almost been a month. I'm behind y'all, but like I was trying to make this video a few weeks ago, but there's been a lot of things going on, a little busy. Let me see. Mm-mm. Yeah, I think it's been a week since this has dropped now. No, no, it's been over a month. But Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator dropped also up there for my album of the year. I have a few different albums up there. Recently, I listened to Why Lord, I think that's what it's called, by Anderson .Paak. Very good. I have to give him more listens. I've obviously listened to the Vince Staples project. The West Coast is genuinely running rap game this year, and I'm an East Coast guy, but damn, they are like they got it. They got it right now. From people like Vince, Kendrick, don't forget about Schoolboy Q dropping one of the best albums of this year as well. It's just been a year for them, a great year. And shit, I can't hate. It's been all great music. All those albums are very good. I will probably drop my top 10 like rap albums of this year, but shit, it's been a great year for rap, man. It's been a great year for rap, especially for fans who want more turmoil. If you want more hate, this is the type of shit you wanted. This is the type of shit you needed, and we got it. So I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to see it, and I love it. I'm very excited for what might come next. Anything else I want to speak on? Let me see. I would give some of my favorite songs of Chromacopia. This is like this album. I gave it a 9. I also gave the Kendrick album a 9.1. I edged it out a bit. I love the production, all this other stuff on Chromacopia, genuinely. But I feel like the rapping performances by Kenny are just so great that I gotta give it to him. And at times it kind of flips because Chromacopia, there's a lot of great rapping performances on shit like Ratatata or Thought I Was Dead. Thought I Was Dead is probably in my top five songs of the year. I love that song. Schoolboy Q's feature was amazing. Like Him is a great song. Balloon Dochi did her thing. I respect it. I like the outro song as well. I fuck with the outro, I mean the intro as well. Saint Chroma. I feel like because it was so highly saturated due to the video that he dropped before the album coming, that a lot of people like just breezed past it, but it is an amazing song as well. Ratatata is like a it's a crazy song. It's insane. Noid, also a great rapping performance. Darling I is also in my top 10 songs of the year. That Tizo hook, the way that the melodies fit together, I love it. Hey Jane is another great rapping performance, amazing storytelling from both sides of a pregnancy scare. It's a great album. I really do like it a lot. I think my favorite song will have to be Thought I Was Dead though. Cause like he's just talking his shit on that song and you gotta respect it. Cause he's earned the right to. For his last 4 or 5 albums, Tyler the Creator has been one of the best rappers out. Give me a second. Like genuinely, I don't think there are 5 rappers that have had a better 2017 onward than Tyler the Creator. The last 7 years, I don't think there's 5 that's had better. You can say what's it called? Fucking like numbers wise, I guess. But like when it comes to actual performances and level of albums that have been dropped, I don't think he's dropped lower than a 9 out of 10 since that time. The only debatable one, I guess you could say, is probably what's that shit called? I'm so sorry. Let me see. What's it called? Call Me If You Get Lost. Yeah. But the deluxe really saves the album for me. It's in a great deluxe, literally no skips on that shit whatsoever. But yeah, I got a few things in my notes. Let me see if I did them all yet. Mm, but a few things. There's not really much else to say. It has been an eventful week though, just because Kendrick drops. Everyone has their opinions. To be honest, I don't watch people or listen to people like DJ Academics and shit like that because I think they're very pandering type of people and they're not good. Like I don't think he's a good guy. I think he's a bad person. So like lock him up. And also I'm just not watching that shit. He's gonna dick ride Drake. I saw the reaction of him reacting to the fact that Kenny's about to drop and he got 330K. He's projected to get like 330K and he was sick. Obviously, he's going to be sick. He's a Drake dick rider. I saw the other video where someone asked him if he had Drake's meat saved in his phone and he didn't answer. You a grown fucking man, bro. Like you a grown man. You a grown fucking man, bro. But yeah, y'all, this is a quick little first app. Get y'all used to this shit. Get y'all refreshed. And I'll be back next week. I might drop some shit in between, but expect these weekly. All love. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, and peace.